Quit hitting your sister.
When I put the stuff in the printer, the cat was looking like, what is that?
Good morning. It's lunchtime. Lunchtime is too short. Lunchtime should be 3 hours. Okay. Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, so Luna has been out for a good bit this morning and is swimming underneath our table. Or at least she was. I'm sure she'll stop now that the camera's out. But yeah, apparently the bottoms of these chairs are really great for swimming on your back or climbing or parkour or whatever. I don't know what she's doing. She's being a cat is what she's doing. And if there's one thing I know about the internet loves cats. So there you go. Olivia's finally awake. Or out of bed at least. Have you gotten out of bed yet this morning?
No, only to use the bathroom and get my tablet.
Seriously?
Seriously.
You got some tired kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her eyes are still a bit puffy.
Are they? I didn't notice.
A little bit.
Yeah, she got some, but yeah, your upper eyelids are a little swollen. Not a lot.
I'm going back to bed.
Seriously. No, we gotta have lunch and you gotta do school. Yeah, she's a little spoiled.
Why?
Because it's lunchtime and she's like, oh, I'm just going back to bed. Thank you.
They've been exhausted though. We have been
Quit hitting your sister.
We've been go for
Days,
a week, an entire week now. So today I was like, just rest this morning.
I got up earlier than ever.
Yeah, I know. What was up with you being wide awake at 7 or something this morning?
Because I woke up around 6 something, and I went to bed pretty late because yesterday was busy. And I just decided, hey, it's 6 something, it's almost going to be 7. What's the point in going back to sleep? It's going to take about 40 minutes. And my Alexa ring keeps turning off, so I'm just going to keep waking up, and there's no point in going back to sleep because it's almost morning.
We need to find you a better rain source, I guess.
I could use my rain machine, but I don't know where that is.
All the kids have always enjoyed having a rain machine of some sort in their room as they're going to sleep.
Except Olivia.
Except for Olivia. Olivia's not real wild about it, but yeah, she needs it. Luke wants his particularly fine-tuned. He actually has 2 different rain machines that he wants set in just the perfect combination to lull him to sleep. And we've gotten used to it also because we've had... between the 3 kids, baby monitors going for the longest time, and we don't really need them, but you kind of get used to the static and the sound of their rain machines.
If I don't have it playing, then I will never go to sleep, and if it turns off, I wake up.
Olivia, why don't you like a rain machine?
Well, they're noisy.
That's kind of the point.
And I like sleeping in when there's no noise.
You want complete silence?
That's creepy. You hear footsteps.
Yeah, because then you can hear all the strange noises at night. We'll get into that discussion another day. So here's a question for all of y'all to leave down in the comments. Do you like rain machines? Do you like sound when you sleep? Or are you like Olivia and you prefer it to be dead silent, even though it's never really silent, is it?
Creepy.
Let us know. Yeah, I know you hear footsteps, but that's for another video.
So we are working on schoolwork right now. I am trying to get the printer to do what it needs to do to be able to make a copy. It is not wanting to turn on. It's been giving me a hard time lately. When it comes out of sleep, it automatically goes to sleep every time you use it. But now when it comes out of it, it takes forever to do. When I put the stuff in the printer, the cat was looking like, what is that? Kind of like that. The girls have what's called lap books. They have little activities. So for this one, they have to cut out all these little booklet things, and then here they'll write what mammals are in that area, and reptiles, insects, and amphibians. And it's just little things. They have like an info page that she'll read, and it'll kind of explain different animals and what they do and all that stuff. So in the end, she'll cut them out, and they go into these folders, so you can see the ones she's done so far.
I've done more than that. So
yes, this is her second folder she's done. Secondly, look at me. Her eyes aren't quite as puffy now. I think they're getting better. So
I wonder if there's a mascara or an eyeshadow.
I don't know if it was mascara or eyeshadow. I don't know if I'm going to let you wear either tomorrow. Or it could have been the makeup remover, too.
Yeah, because I never used that makeup remover.
I know. So we're going to have to figure out what caused the problem. So I have Luke working with a little puzzle. And I'm working on writing out this week's spelling list for the girls. They like it on a separate sheet of paper, and it makes it easier because when they're turning pages, I want them to be able to see their list too. They've been doing really good with their spelling this year, though. I don't know what words, classroom words, to give you. I don't know. Be thinking about that, what words you'd like.
I know one that I've been needing to spell scared.
Scared? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, so I've been home for a little while. I actually took Atlas to the vet a little bit ago for a quick checkup. We'll tell you more about that in a bit. But we've been back on the subject of beds for the kids. And so we've got a diagram of one we think is going to work well. We're going to go in that room and kind of look at the measurements.
And while I'm walking back there, I'm going to talk specifically why we are looking at doing what we're doing. It's been bugging me for quite a while, their bed situation. And Lauren wants us to make note that her room is a mess and they can't do anything about it because there's not enough room. So the problem is Olivia's bed. Now, you might not realize they don't have a traditional bunk. They have, it's called a bunk with a trundle. Olivia's bed is never fully a bed. This is actually out much further than it normally is. Normally, she only has it out this far, and
that's 16 inches that she sleeps on most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have her own space.
It goes all the way back there, so she's got 38 inches. She just chooses to.
So the problem is, because it's tucked under there, she doesn't have her own space. Lauren has her own space. She has her toys. She has a lamp. She can do her thing. I mean, yes, it's a mess right now, but she has her own space. And this is what Olivia gets. And we just don't feel like it's fair, and it's been driving me nuts for how long?
Yeah, because they can't push it all the way in because stuffed animals and stuff always fall in the back, and they can't pull it out all the way because they've always got toys that they're playing with out here. It's a little heavy for them to move to begin with.
It's just eating away at me that she never has room. So they've been wanting to get a shelf because they have Kindles and they want to be able to put their Kindle on the shelf and have a drink, and neither one of them can have it right now. And here's the second problem. He gets underneath there and terrorizes Olivia half the night. And they want their room opened.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Yeah, because they want the cat to sleep with them. It's just, look, underneath there's a hole, and he gets down there and he tags Olivia all the time. But we're measuring out for this other bed.
Okay.
But
it's the same footprint as what's here, just minus the steps.
So what we're looking at, the top bunk of this, we're trying to make it fair. Olivia wants the top bunk as is right now. She's been begging to be on the top bunk for a while. And Lauren likes the openness of the top bunk and being able to sprawl out. So what we're proposing is we get this style of bunk bed. Top bunk is a twin, just like Lauren has right now. So that would stay the same. But the bottom bunk is a full mattress. So it's a bigger mattress, and it'll probably end up taking about the same footprint it is right now. But what we're going to do is Olivia will get the top bunk, and she's getting something she wants. She gets to be on the top. And Lauren is getting something she wants. She's getting a bigger bed.
I think that'll make everyone happier.
Yeah.
it's exactly the same.
That's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
And honestly, you'll be able to push that probably closer to the wall, too.
Top bunk starts there, so I feel like Lauren can sit in that height.
Lauren, come here. So she's going to be able to sit comfortably on your bed. You'll be able to sit upright because this is where the top bunk will be.
Olivia has plenty of space from the van.
Yeah. Hers will be starting probably here and then up. She'll have plenty of space from the fan.
Yeah, I can lay down too.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kitty.
He's like, there's a toy. This is mine. He's on drugs right now. Very seriously.
I took him to the vet because he needed his nails trimmed, and they put him on some kitty Prozac to try and make him not as aggressive towards Luna for right now. And we'll wean him off of it soon, but right now he's a little...
He is so... about the kitten that he's not even giving her a chance. She walks in the room and he is instantly growling at this point, and from everything I've seen, he needs to chill for a little bit, accept her, and then we'll be able to wean him off. They said it'll make the transition a lot less stressful for both cats. And with the deaf cat thing, she can't hear him growling, so she doesn't get it. And I had that proven to me tonight. So I was in the restroom, and Matthew left with Luna's crate, and Luna was meowing at the door like crazy, the door to my bedroom, to exit the bedroom. So I'm sitting here calling Luna from the bathroom saying, kitty, 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 at that volume, which is fairly loud, and snapping fingers and anything. And it wasn't until I banged the door really hard did she finally hear me and trot up and it's like, there you are, there's a person. So she legit can't hear anything. It's really sad. But she can't hear him growling, and she's not getting the cues because she's a kitten and spastic.
I'm talking.
What are you doing?
I hit the tail. See how far it would go out before it fell.
Okay.
Can you?
Anyways, I look at him and he's like, shh, with the thing. I'm like, what are you? Do you mind? I mean.
So we confirmed a couple more measurements on the bed, and yeah, sure enough, it's going to fit in there real well, I think. Since they won't have these steps on the end of the bed, that should free up a lot of space there. And we plan on changing out their dresser also into something that's taller but skinnier. And at that point, they should have a lot more free space in their room, plus the area under the bed they can store things as well. They're both really looking forward to having a change in there. Well, today's shout out of the day goes to Matt Livers. He says, love the costumes, very creative. Fall Festival looks super fun. We already had a couple of cold nights here in Houston. Got down to 34. We actually had to turn the heat on. Happy Halloween. Be safe trick-or-treating. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, we turned our heat on last night, too. Didn't run a whole lot, but it was enough to keep the house from getting too cold. And it was really chilly in the morning. Now, it's supposed to warm up a good bit more tomorrow when we are out trick-or-treating, but, we'll have to wait and see. And as for the Fall Festival, yeah, they had a good time, but there's usually a lot more stuff out there. I think they had to take a lot of the carnival games down just because it was so windy. Nobody would have been able to play any of them. Well, thanks for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Good night.
I'm blue. I'm a Smurf. Anyways, I'm done.